Well, thank you very much, Tim, and thank all of you for being here tonight. It's been many years that we've been reaching out to our community, and I stand in awe every time you come out in such numbers and such statistics in support of the hospital. Now, as many of you know, I like to begin my comments with a prop. So I draw your attention to the screen beside me. I know you may not be familiar with this machine. It's a tunnel digger, affectionately named Chewrocka by grade 4 students. It is one of 3 tunnel diggers at work right now under the surface of downtown Ottawa. It's our own version of the Big Dig, and it will mean big changes for our city. As Mayor Watson would certainly tell you, light rail transit, or LRT, is the single biggest construction project our city has ever seen. And it will change the way we move, the way we do business, and the way we develop our city. In fact, change is all around us. In addition to LRT, we're opening up the historic Chaudière Falls, the birthplace of the lumber town that became Ottawa. We're developing more plans for LeBreton Flats, plans that may or may not include a new arena for the Ottawa Senators. A revitalized Lansdowne is now home to the CFL's Red Blacks. And construction is underway on a new multi-million-dollar arts court. Now, all of these things have me thinking about the importance of change. Change is born out of great ideas and good intentions. It is founded on the belief that things can always be better, and that moving forward is about building the future rather than waiting for it. But meaningful and effective change is only realized with proper planning and sound investment. And at the heart of meaningful change is research. Chewrocka was born out of research. It's an example of construction technology that is state-of-the-art, and it's a far cry from the laborers who dug Ottawa's Rideau Canal, much of it by hand, more than 180 years ago. But like those workers, Chewrocka is changing the landscape of our city. So, ladies and gentlemen, my message this evening is this. At the Ottawa Hospital, we too are embracing change. We too are investing in research and technology. We have many of our own examples of Chewrocka. Not tunnel diggers, but technology, developed through leading-edge research that is changing the landscape of medicine. Futurists tell us that because of the exponential impact of research and technology, we will see more change in medicine in the next 10 years than we have seen in the last 200. So what does that mean for the Ottawa Hospital? It means that we have made research our central focus. At the Ottawa Hospital, we're calling it Tender Loving Research, or TLR. That's the name we've given to our research fundraising campaign. Why? Because Tender Loving Research is already making a difference in patients' lives. In fact, research is driving change that is transforming the way we care for patients on a daily basis. It is advancing personalized medicine and comprehensive care. There are 2 current projects at the Ottawa Hospital that illustrate this transformation: a new molecular medicine lab and plans to expand and relocate the Ottawa Hospital Breast Health Center. The molecular lab is already up and running, though not quite at full speed yet. A final round of fundraising should mean the lab will have found a permanent home and be fully operational later this year. Now let me tell you why this is so important. Our new lab is a key component of the personalized medicine that will dominate healthcare in the coming decades. We will be able to use molecular medicine and genetic analysis to fight disease with tailor-made treatment plans for each patient. We will no longer have to send tissue samples elsewhere for testing. That means that cancer patients here will have personalized treatment plans based on a genetic analysis in a matter of days rather than weeks. Imagine what that means for cancer patients and their families. A personalized treatment regimen that begins in days rather than weeks. At the new relocated and expanded Ottawa Hospital Breast Health Centre, we are going to offer comprehensive and coordinated care to the tens of thousands of patients we see each year. We will take patients from discovery to diagnosis, through treatments to recovery, all under one roof. We will use the latest digital technology to screen more efficiently and effectively and to offer timely follow-up. And we will use research to provide the very latest protocols and drugs. In fact, Dr. Angel Arnaud and Dr. Mark Clemens, who you will hear from later this evening, are clinicians and researchers who continue to rewrite breast cancer protocols based on research done here in Ottawa and around the world. And patients at the Ottawa Hospital Breast Health Centre are among the first in the world to benefit. Like me, many of you may have followed the story of a young Ottawa nurse, Gillian O'Connor. Gillian is with us this evening. This past winter, Gillian found a lump in her breast while pregnant with her third child. She came to the Breast Health Centre and was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. And what did she ask of her doctors? Could they keep the cancer at bay while she carried her child to term? And Dr. Clemens developed a personalized chemotherapy protocol, one that would attack the cancer without hurting her baby. Gillian gave birth to a healthy baby boy named Declan in February. Yeah. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the power of personalized medicine and the power of centers of excellence, leading-edge protocols, and coordinated comprehensive care. That's what you get at a research-based hospital. Now, to be clear, that's what you get today. That investment in research will pay even bigger dividends tomorrow, and that's a good thing. Because while we prepare for exponential change and great advances in medicine, especially in cancer care, we must also prepare for what some have called a coming tsunami. Our aging population will present us with new challenges and some very big numbers. The number of cancer cases in our city is expected to grow by 40% in the next 15 years. 40%. And that same aging population will demand our attention in other ways. Some of us in this room, by the way, will be part of that demanding cohort. So we have to prepare for that change. We have to figure out how to promote successful aging, how to prevent disease, not just treat it, how to use technology and medical advances, not just to prolong life, but to preserve quality of life. Ladies and gentlemen, change is difficult and sometimes messy. And those of you dealing with construction-related traffic jams can attest to that. And effective change requires vision and perseverance. So like those tunnel diggers, like Chiraka, we cannot let obstacles stand in our way. We have to be all in. And I'm proud to say that at the Ottawa Hospital, we are all in. We have to be all in because there are patients and families counting on us to be ready for that tsunami I talked about. Look around you. Many of us in this room will need the Ottawa Hospital in the next few years. And for those of us who will face a difficult diagnosis, for those who will struggle with a chronic disease or traumatic injury, for the sickest of the sick who come to our hospital for healing and hope, we need to be ready with leading-edge protocols, new drugs, new technologies, and yes, cures. There are things born of change, inspired, developed, nurtured, and finally realized through tender, loving research. So I invite you this evening to join us. Let's make research the foundation of world-class care. Let's invest in healthcare by investing in ideas and people. Let's work together, not just to embrace change, but to lead it. Thank you again for joining us this evening, and enjoy your dinner.